My name is Shaun Barone, and this presentation is on Kazakhstan's oil and natural gas. Just got a quick overview here. First of all, we're going to talk about Kazakhstan's oil and gas history. Then we're going to move on to the oil and gas fields, the oil production, natural gas production, the importing and exporting of oil in and out of Kazakhstan, the pipelines that transport the oil, the organization, all the businesses and organizations to keep the industry under control, and how the recent oil boom has been affecting the economy, and also Kazakhstan's future in oil and gas. History. The first oil field was discovered in Dozer, Kazakhstan in April of 1911, and not shortly after that, many more fields were discovered, and by World War I, Kazakhstan played a huge role in helping Russia with all the oil and gas that they needed to help fight the war. And in 1969, over 10 million tons of oil was produced. In 1999-2002, Kazakhstan's seaboard was defined. They signed a deal or a document with Russia, basically giving Kazakhstan their defined sea border so that they could finally, extract the oil that was, right offshore in the Caspian Sea. And in 2003, the Nation Sea Area Development Program for the Caspian Sea was passed. The oil and gas fields there's five major ones. The major two are the Tengi and the Karachaganak, and the Tengi oil field is the largest one in Kazakhstan, and the Karachaganak is the world's largest gas condensate producing field. And a few other fields are Mangutai, which is currently producing 117,000 barrels per day, and Yuzin, which is producing 100,000 barrels per day. And Akabi is the major intersection for all the pipelines from all the oil and gas fields, and it plays a very important role. Oil production. Currently, Kazakhstan is producing a total of 1.6 million barrels per day, and this is estimated to go up to 1.65 next year, and it's the world's second largest oil producer. And also, Chevron owns a good bit of shares all throughout Kazakhstan. The natural gas production, currently it's estimated that Kazakhstan has 85 trillion cubic feet of gas, and Karachaganak, one of the main fields, produces about half of the total gas production in Kazakhstan, and 775 BCF is projected for 2015, and that number goes up to 1.3 TCF in 2020.
Importing and exporting in Kazakhstan. Pipelines, barges, and railroads are the common ways to transport oil. 1.4 million barrels were exported in 2011. Chevron rail line moved 340,000 barrels last year per day. The problem is with railroads is it's more expensive, and they're straying away from it. Two major ports are Akatu and Simi. One's located off the Idris River, and the other is off of the Caspian Sea. Imports gas due to a lacking infrastructure to distribute the gas makes it throughout the country. Pipelines. CPC was built in 2001. It stretches 940 miles. It transports 684,000 barrels per day. In Kazakhstan, the Kazakhstan-China pipeline extends 1,384 miles. Kazakhstan has a lot of different pipelines to other countries, and they trade with and supply to. it will be able to transport 400,000 barrels per day. UAS pipeline moves 600,000 barrels per day, and BTC was built in 2008 and transports 1 million barrels per day. KMG, or Kaz Gas, controls 11,000 kilometers of pipeline, 22 compressor stations, and 3 storage facilities. Ministry of Oil and Gas, Ministry of Industry and New Technology, basically a new law that helps Kazakhstan have its borders in oil and gas, and which it defines its borders, and also helps them regulate their oil, such as prices and stuff like that.
Kazakhstan's economy, due to oil, it is the second largest producer of oil in the world, so the economy has drastically improved. The industry has provided a lot of jobs, opportunities for different workers in the country. From 2003 to 2006, gross domestic product has risen from $3.8 billion to $69 billion. The GDP per capita has increased from $2,075 to $4,488,000. The U.S. Dollar versus Kazakhstan dollar exchange rate has gone from 149.2 to 127. Unfortunately, however, the drawback is that Kazakhstan's economy has become completely dependent on the oil industry. The future of oil and gas for Kazakhstan, they plan to drill the Kashagan oil field, which is the 5th largest oil field outside of the Middle East. It's estimated to have 11 billion barrels of oil. And then the country is also planning on building a new pipeline, the Bieno Bozo Akabulak, which is intended to connect Kazakhstan's major demand centers with the supply centers, and also for export to China.